All right, we are just about ready to start the third game of the morning for the Lady Wildcats. This time it is 16U. And that tip is won by the Columbus Hawks, our opponent in this first game at Regionals. First game for 16U, and that ball jarred loose by Melissa. She picks it up. Now Natalie with the ball, comes across half court. Advances down to Addie, crosses to Angela. Basket good. Nice teamwork for the Wildcats, and they get on the board with their first basket. Shot up for the Hawks, off the mark, rebounded by Natalie. Angela goes inside. That swirls around and goes in. Angela with 4, Wildcats with 4. Wildcats and Hawks have played a couple times this year, and actually I think maybe 3 times. And it has always been a feisty competition. Expecting no less today. Addie got her hands on that, but the Hawks still with possession. Trying to find an opening against the Wildcats. That ball jarred loose by Angela. Addie ended up with it briefly, but the Hawks have it back. Shot is up and good for Columbus. Now they are on the board as well. Both teams have scored. We have gone about 2 minutes into this game. Natalie with the ball, thought about that three-pointer, over to Melissa. Melissa drives in, puts the shot up, no good, and she gets her own rebound. I think Ainsley contributed to that rebound, poking it out. Addie drives inside, kicks to Natalie. Nice pass by Addie, and a good finish by Natalie. This is pool play at the 16U level. Shot up, defended by Angela, and she gets the rebound. Outlet a little too far in front of Ainsley, and Ainsley then commits the foul. This is pool play at the 16U level, and 4 teams in each of the 2 pools, so they will all play each other in pool play, and then move to a final game on Saturday based on their ranking within the pool. And that's a travel. Ainsley definitely nervous that she'd gotten her second foul in about 10 seconds. But that was a travel by the Hawks. All of us a little nervous. Oh, and Natalie just missed that pass to Addie. So once the ball is recovered from the outer rim, it will come back into play for the Hawks. Great hustle by Fort Wayne Hawks dad to retrieve that ball. Ainsley getting her hands on that, and it's going to be a backcourt violation for the Hawks. Because I think his buddies are over there. On court 3, Jackson, court 3. Addie turns, kicks to Ainsley. Ainsley draws the foul on her shot, and she is headed to the free throw line. Time is 3:19 to go in the first. Score is 6-2, Wildcats leading. That free throw just a little bit off to the left and a long bounce to the right. That one is good. Wildcats now leading 7-2. With just over half of the first quarter having been played. Nice job by Angela defending on the baseline. Shot is up off the glass and good from 3 for Columbus. And they now have 5. Ainsley drives into the baseline, kicks out to Natalie. Over to Melissa. Addie in the corner. She drives on the baseline to Ainsley. Ainsley's shot off the mark. Angela with the follow, no good. And this is going to be a jump ball. It is still Wildcat ball with the Hawks winning the original tip. Natalie into Angela. Angela kicks back out to Melissa. Melissa's 3 is just off the mark. And the Hawks with the rebound. And Hawks on the line over on that far side. Ball in. Angela has it. Over to Ainsley. Ainsley's shot is up and good. Nice pass by Angela. Timeout called by Coach Ochin with 2:13 to go in the quarter. You can find Badger Creek Firearms in Mooresville, Indiana, proudly sponsoring the Boom Cheer section of the Indy Wildcats. We deal in modern and classic firearms. Let us help you with your gun buying, selling, and repair today. 317-483-3716. And back in court action. It is Hawks ball. Looks like the Wildcats are playing some full court press. Trying to change things up here just a bit. And the Hawks do get across half court. Ball pokes loose by Addie. Out of bounds. It will remain Hawks ball, I believe, over here on the sideline. Shot up from just inside the 3-point mark, rebounded by Ainsley. Now Natalie across half court, over to Lydia. Melissa in the corner puts up a 3, just off Ainsley. That had Ainsley's name written all over it. A rebound, one-on-one opportunity. Ainsley is pretty strong in those settings. This is a foul committed by the Hawks. Sideline inbounds coming for the Wildcats. Melissa gets it into Natalie. Back over to Melissa. Now Addie with the ball. Little hot potato outside the 3-point line. Melissa kicks it into Ainsley. That ball goes out of bounds. It is Hawks ball. Score still 9-5, 1:14 to go in the first quarter. Full court press on once again, and the Hawks do get past half court, but just barely before Lydia pokes it loose. Addie had it in her hands before it was poked out of bounds by the Hawks, so it's still Wildcat ball. Addie gets it into Natalie. Lydia with it, over to Melissa. Now Natalie. Natalie puts up a 3. Can't get that to go, but Ainsley is right there with the follow. She boxed out, I think, at least 2 people. Wildcats now leading. Oh, and that's going to be a foul committed by Addie. Unfortunately, she also took a hit. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. And not sure exactly what happened. There definitely was a collision. And unclear if it's just the wind knocked out of her or some other situation. It did look like Angela checked in to come back in, but then she went to go sit back down. So Mrs. Reese, she's a nurse and a mom, so she'll get this sorted out. Wildcats are leading 11-5. Referee does not seem to be too concerned. And great nursing and mothering by Mrs. Reese. But Addie will sit down, no doubt, for the rest of the quarter. It could have been an elbow or a knee just right to her hip bone, which could be pretty painful, but obviously not a serious injury. 26 seconds, shot up, no good for the Hawks. Angela with the rebound. She finds Melissa. And now Natalie will bring it across half court with, looks like we'll have about 15 seconds.
What's your clock, Nat?
Lydia to Melissa in the corner. Melissa inside to Angela. Angela's shot is up just off the mark, and we've got 3 seconds to go now. And Hawks put up a long shot, and actually really nice bounce there on that basket because it bounced in the little walkway and then over all those bleachers onto the far court. So a beautiful shot in its own way, but it did not go in. And it's 11-5 after 1 quarter. What's up, Dad? It's 11:21. Is that a schedule? You just wanted to know.
So before the game, at the end of the last game, when you get spit on him, are y'all brothers and sisters? Hey, are you nice to her all the time?
Are you always nice?
Hold up. I asked her, you look right at her. Are you nice to him all the time? Hey, she had you down in mid-court. I had to call a foul to get you off of it. All right? Hey, be nice to him, okay? He's going to grow up. He's going to be protecting you one day. All right? He's going to grow up. So try to be nice. You got to be nice to him. All right?
Sponsors today include Chick-fil-A Greenwood and Original Then and Original Now. Eat more chicken at our locations on State Road 135 and US 31 South. Use the Chick-fil-A One app to order ahead and earn points while you eat. And Chicago's Pizza. Our story is told in every slice. Visit us at 5920 Stop 11 Road in Indianapolis, at chicagospizza.com, or call 317-881-1515. Referee just yucking it up with the players and the fans. You know, he's got a long day ahead of him, so a great attitude to just enjoy it while he's here. And Lydia pokes that loose, can't hang on to it. Hawks still with it. There's a drinking fountain. That ball tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats. Shot is up for the Hawks, just bounces off the rim. Angela with a nice rebound. Natalie hurries down the floor, advances to Lydia. Lydia has just a few too many defenders around her, and she kicks back out. Addie drives inside, puts the shot up, no good. She seems to have recovered from her collision earlier. And that ball is rolling. Hawks still get it. And that's a foul called on Lydia. Ball in play. And Hawks put up a floater from the baseline. It's good. Score is 11-7. Wildcats leading. Melissa to Lydia. Inside to Addie. Back out to Lydia. Lydia's shot is on its way. Good. That's a three-pointer from Lydia. Shot up for the Hawks, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Columbus. And this is a foul on Natalie. I believe that is her first. So a handful of Wildcat players with one foul at this point. 5:06 to go in the second quarter. And Lydia got her hands on that, can't quite get there. Hawks player almost tipped it out of bounds. Kind of in a defensive position there accidentally. But the Hawks still with it, outside the three-point line. Driving in, moving the ball around now. Shot is up, off the mark. Second opportunity, also no good. And Lydia saves it back into play. Hawks with the ball. Shot is up and good. That's a long two-pointer. Score is now 14-9. Hawks with the 9. And Wildcats with the ball. Melissa, three-pointer from the corner and hits. Funny sometimes to hear kids talking about where they like to shoot from. Melissa likes that corner three spot. Another one of my kids really prefers to not shoot from the corner. Shot up for the Hawks, rebounded by Addie. And that pass just a little too high. She was really hoping that was Zach Eady on the outlet, but it was Natalie. Ainsley returns to the game for Melissa. And that was a block by Natalie. Hawks still with the ball. Shot up for the Hawks is good. That's another long two-pointer. And they're going to fix the net. Score is 17-11. Melissa returns. Lydia will take a seat. Addie outside the three-point line. Gets it inside to Angela. Angela's basket is good. Nice play by the Wildcats to get those 2 points back. And that 8-point lead back on the board, 19-11. Hawks working the ball around. This is a long 2-pointer as well. Good box out by Melissa. She also got the rebound. Now Natalie brings it across half court to Ainsley. Back to Natalie. Addie kicks out to Natalie. Natalie on the left side over to Ainsley. And that ball is knocked away via a foul on the Hawks. Do people call you John David Moore or JD Moore? John David. Melissa will inbound from the baseline. And now Melissa puts up a 3. A little too strong. She would need an NBA range for that one. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. This has been a quickly moving half. Couple of fouls called, maybe one timeout. Ball jarred loose, but the Hawks still with it. Shot on its way, and that is no good for Columbus. It will go to the Wildcats with 1:26 to go in the quarter. Angela gets a shot up, pretty well defended by the Hawks, but Melissa gets the rebound, gets it out to Addie. Over to Melissa, she puts up a 3, that's off the mark, and Angela could have possibly been called for a foul, but she wasn't, and the Hawks head the other way. Less than a minute to go.
I think I had spotted in my bag.
That's a foul on Angela.
I could go play spotted. Or see if ask Julia what her maybe you'll learn. That's a good one.
Ball in play right to Natalie. She advances to Ainsley on the run. Ainsley lays it up and scores. Beautiful inbounds, but the Hawks did not mean to inbound it to Natalie. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Less than 10 seconds now in the quarter. We are down to 6. 3, 2, 1. And that's a block by Ainsley to finish the quarter. So a strong second quarter for the Wildcats, and they now lead by 10 heading into halftime. but also not in a hurry.
Yeah, don't walk.
Gotta be here first. Oh, and that Addie just really is expecting Zach Evie out there, and she keeps finding the Tolbert girls, and they're about 2 feet shorter, so that's probably kind of blasphemy for Addie. She's a big IU fan. Shot up for the Hawks, no good. Rebounded by Angela. Melissa in the corner, back to Addie. Back to Melissa. Inside to Angela. Out to Addie. Addie will try the 3. Just a little bit short. Angela got her hands on that briefly, but it is claimed by Columbus. Ainsley doing a nice job defending. That 3-point attempt is short for the Hawks. Rebounded by Addie. Number 5 is a capable shooter, and this time Natalie is the one with a pass just a smidge off the mark, like about 18 inches above Ainsley's hands. So no change to the score so far in this quarter. It's still 21-11. Melissa and Ainsley getting tangled up there, but back in order. Yeah, number 5 is a capable shooter, and Ainsley really making it tough for her on the outside to get open. Shot is up for Columbus there, and great boxing out by the Wildcats, and then nobody came in to actually secure the rebound. Timeout called by the Hawks after they're the ones that get possession. 5:21 to go in the third quarter. Penn Station is serving hot grilled subs, fresh cut fries, and fresh squeezed lemonade in store or to go. Order online at penn-station.com or in person at Southport Road and Emerson Avenue in Southport. And Horizon Logistics hit the road with us. We deliver your crops, going the extra mile for plate, community, and world. Find out more at horizonlogistics.com. I think it's all gone. You can see. Ball in play for the Hawks. Shot is up off the mark, and this time Melissa goes for the rebound and draws the foul. Natalie with the ball outside the 3-point line. Over to Lydia. Now Melissa, she thought about that corner 3. Back out. Over to Addie. Crossing to Lydia. Now Melissa in the corner, puts up the 3. Oh, it just rattles out, and that is knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. That was a good look at the 3. Just an unfriendly rim. Shot up, foul drawn by Addie, and she will hope to break the stalemate on the scoreboard just for this quarter. Neither team has scored in this third quarter so far. And she does change that with that first free throw. That one off the mark. And a double dribble called against the Hawks. So the Wildcats will get another look at the offensive end of the floor. They are leading by 11, 22-11.
There's a boom boom. It's been on for like a half an hour.
Addie with the ball. Now Natalie. Over to Melissa. Melissa put up the 3 and hit. Not quite in the corner, but very much quite into the basket. And Natalie able to come up with a turnover out of that inbounds. She couldn't hang on to the ball, but knocked it off of the feet. I kind of tripped over it actually, but tripped it into the feet of the Hawks. And now Melissa will look to inbound it once again, and she gets it into Addie, back to Natalie. Natalie puts up a three, that one off the mark. Goes out of bounds, it is Hawks ball. But a nice 4 points without even crossing half court for the Wildcats, and they now lead by 14.
Right.
Hawks trying to get past the full court press, and they do. And a nice job by Melissa defending, and then Ainsley stepping in, hustling down the floor. .410 to go in the third. Score is 25-11. Wildcats moving the ball outside the three-point line for now. Lydia puts up the three. That is off the mark. Ainsley getting in there for the rebound. She fights it out to Melissa. And now the Wildcats moving it around the three-point line once again. And Lydia gives that one a try again. This time the Hawks get the rebound. Halfway through the third quarter. Shot is up for the Hawks, just a hair short, and Melissa gets the rebound. Natalie advances ahead to Lydia. Lydia crosses to Ainsley. Ainsley gets the shot up, and it goes. Tough shot for Ainsley. The pass was perfectly timed, and then Hawks descended quickly, but Ainsley still managing to get the basket. 27-11, 3 minutes to go in the third. Shot on its way for Columbus, no good. Natalie with the rebound. Advances to Lydia, and a tangle there. I think Lydia is going to get called for the foul. Unless yes, they do call the foul on Lydia. Waiting to see if they would actually call it. Somebody needs to go out of the game. We got 6 players on the floor for the Wildcats. Ainsley is coming off the floor. That was a tricky message to get across, but it did finally get clearly communicated. Angela back in the game for the Wildcats. Shot on its way for Columbus, no good. Angela with the rebound. Wildcat defense has clamped down in this quarter. Lydia inside to Angela. Angela's shot off the mark, rebounded by Columbus. Shot up for Columbus, no good, and Lydia chases down the rebound, gets it ahead to Melissa, and Lydia gets her own ball back. Over to Melissa. Now down to Angela. Angela drives in, she'll have to kick out, but draws the foul as she does so. Baseline inbounds play coming for the Wildcats. I mentioned earlier this is pool play, so regardless of the outcome of this game, the teams will just continue to play in their pool with those games already set. Melissa gets that pass into Addie, but shot is rebounded by Columbus. Every team will play every team in their pool, and then they'll be ranked 1 to 4 based on the results of those 4 games. 3 games of those 3 games. And then either play in the first place game, third place game, fifth place game, or seventh place game on Saturday based on where they end up landing after the free pool games. Blocked by Addie. Rebound by Angela. Ball stolen by the Hawks. Shot is up. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Lydia. Under a minute to play in the quarter. Natalie over to Lydia. And a timeout called by Coach Ochin with 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Sponsors today include Franklin Muffler Brakes and more, your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin, and Eric C. Bonnet, attorney at law. If you have Social Security, that's a tongue twister, disability needs, pick them up, Jay. Civil or criminal appeals, see Mr. Bonnet today. Go to bonnetlaw.com or call 317-750-8503. That's BOHNET law.com.
How many crackers you gonna put in one hand? And you got one in the mouth? Hey, slide over. Slide back. Ready? Straight up.
That pass into Melissa. She gets across half court with it. Now Lydia outside the three-point line over to Natalie. Into, I think that's Angela. Yes, it is. Angela down to Lydia. Lydia will bring it back out. And ball goes out of bounds to the Hawks with 29 seconds on the clock. Score 27-11. Wildcats leading by 16. Hawks get inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Angela. And she gets it out to Natalie. 10 seconds to go. Over to Melissa. Shot is up and good. And the foul. Nice pass by Natalie. Good finish through the contact by Melissa. So she got the basket, and she will also get a free throw. That free throw is good. Score now 30-11 with 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot is on its way for Columbus, off the mark, and there's the end of the quarter. Okay. Okay, you cannot open any more cracker packages. This has to be the last one. Okay, we're going to run out. So after 3 quarters, the Wildcats are leading 30-11 with 1 more 7-minute period still to play. right, fourth quarter is underway. Ball stolen by Ainsley. And that is knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. Ball stolen by the Hawks. Down the floor, defense gets there in time. Now Melissa on the floor, and she ties it up. Jump ball goes to the Wildcats. Hi. Ball in, I think she was trying to get that to Ainsley, but instead it goes to the Hawks, and the Hawks score. They'd had a little bit of a scoring freeze out since the second quarter. Didn't get any points on the board in the third. So I'm sure that's a little bit of a relief to take the lid off the basket. That's a reach-in foul called against the Hawks. Addie comes back into the game for Lydia. Natalie puts up a shot, almost got that to go, but the Hawks with the rebound. Shot is up, rebounded by Ainsley, over to Melissa. Melissa ahead to Natalie. Natalie down to Angela. Angela lays it up and scores. Nice play in transition for the Wildcats. Hey, don't drink anymore. Getting closer to your game, only an hour and a half. 2.5 hours. There's a water fountain, honey.
Did you bring your water?
Three-pointer, no good for the Hawks, and that rebound tipped around. Hawks do come up with it. Another shot on its way, tipped by Angela, and it's foul. Foul is on Columbus. Hawks continuing to press. They are definitely kind of desperate to get some points on the board here, down 19 in the fourth quarter. Allie comes into the game for Angela. Ball into Natalie. Natalie looking down the floor. She brings it across herself. That is tipped out of bounds by the Hawks. Ball into Ainsley. Ainsley backing down and tips it out to Natalie. Natalie outside the top of the circle. That ball is stolen by the Hawks. It looked like maybe it was tipped coming out of Natalie's hand. It had an awkward bounce. And Ainsley tips that ball. Finds Natalie. Great steal by Ainsley. Natalie across half court into Allie. Allie took a look at Melissa cutting and kicked it back out to Natalie, as that pass was covered. Down to Allie. Allie's shot is up and she draws the foul. Nice cut, getting open there on the block, and now Allie is headed to the free throw line. She does not seem to know she is going to the free throw line. She'll have 2 free throws. That one off the mark. And that free throw just rattles out. Addie chases down the offensive rebound, and the Wildcats will reset. Inside to Ainsley. Ainsley back out to Addie. Addie drives inside, kicks to Melissa. Melissa to Natalie. Into Allie. Allie looked again for that cut to Melissa. Wasn't quite there. Into Addie. Oh, sorry, I keep calling her Addie. Ainsley. There's a lot of A names on this team. And that basket was Ainsley. Ball tipped out of bounds. It is Hawks ball coming in on the baseline. Shot up from 3. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Allie. Over to Natalie. Natalie across half court. Now to Melissa. Ainsley with the ball. Back to Natalie. And back over to Allie. Man, another good look at the basket. Allie doing a great job cutting to that position. That one off of a couple of players. Ainsley ends up with it, pushes it out to Natalie. Great job protecting the ball. Down to Allie. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by the Hawks. Shot on its way for the Hawks. That is no good and out of bounds to the Wildcats with 2:20 to go in the game. Naomi and Lydia come in. Wildcats leading by 21. Addie across half court. Natalie gets it down to Naomi. Her shot is blocked, but she gets her own rebound out to Lydia. Tough rebound. Addie drives inside.